Hey, Graveyard Dirt Part 2. Graveyard. Um, okay, so first I'm going to start off by telling everybody I've been practicing hoodoo for about 5 years. I went on a trip to Texas and I had a few relatives teach me, or they attempted to teach me all a lot about what they do and what they know, and this, that, and other. It's kind of took me under their wing, and I was hanging around with this aunt for a long time, as long as I was down there. Now, the thing about it is, I didn't want to leave when I got down there, so I felt like they put something in my food after I learned all about it. But um, I did pick up a lot of things, a lot of tricks, a lot of tips, a lot of things to put in my bag of tricks. That's what I call the bag of hoodoo. Um, a lot of different recipes and curios and different tips and ways to do this and ways to do that, where to get this, where to get that, do this, do that, do this, that, and other. Because that's pretty much what it is. It's a practice that kind of goes by voice. Um, I'm not seeing nobody who could do who done a class on hoodoo, but the Toes Bull and the Crazy Boy did a little bit of a class. Um, but yeah, I don't see. Oh, and Lucky Mojo Company, but it's all right. So, been doing the hoodoo thing for 5 years, and I want to tell you about the graveyard date. Now, you don't just go pick up no graveyard date. You know, go pick it up, and I'm glad John Ford 17 just caught me on that. Because I was going to go make a video about it, but you kind of spoiled it for everybody else. But it's cool, because I want to do it before. You don't want to just go over there and pick up no graveyard date. I'm going to go tell you what you're going to need. You gonna need um some big, excuse me, some big money and some small money. All right, here it is. I wish I had more of them, but dimes. Oh, I want to show y'all something. Papa Leopard, can I see that gold dime? All right, thank you. I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back. Sure will. Look at that. Now look at that. Now I think this would be more than worth that Haitian penny, but you know. But I think it'd be more worth doing that. But anyways, um, I got a gold dime, and I think this one would be cool for. I think it's just been kind of. I don't know if it's actually gold or not, but it's cool. It is cool, and it doesn't look like it's been spray painted or nothing. It looks like it's naturally gold. um, you know how they make a couple of dimes like this a year. But anyways, you're gonna need a couple of dimes. Gonna need a couple of dimes. Not no gold ones. You might need these little zinc silver ones. Now back in the day, they used to actually do give silver dimes or mercury dimes, or I don't know what the hell they call them. I don't know if they mercury or not, but lead. I don't know what is it called. Damn. But they used to back in the day. They used to give a silver dime. They used to actually make them out of silver, and it was a dime. So that's you're gonna need some dimes, but first you're gonna need some pennies first, 'cause you gotta get to the graveyard. So I advise you to drop 3 pennies at the graveyard, boom. And I advise these pennies to be washed, cleansed and everything. And if you want, you can use Florida water, holy water, different things like that. Boom. And you cleanse these pennies as you walk in. So you go. Alright, so that's that. And then you go to Bet On and ask him, and you're gonna need some more pennies. Go to the Bet On cemetery grave and drop some more pennies. And you might want to light a candle there. Go to the grave wherever the spirit takes you. That's the way that the spirit does. Well, I guess Bet On tells the spirit to take me to a specific grave or something. But the spirit takes me to the person that's best for my situation. I need some in your dirt. Can I get some? You wait for a response. And I got some money right here. And I'm leaving this money for you. Might want to put some holy water before you put the money. Or you might want to bend and bless the money already. Got some money right here for you. And that's for you. And I want some of this dirt. So I will take a little bit that I feel, I don't know the exact measurement. I know that some people just say like, a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons for a dime. I don't know, but I do just a handful for a dime, and for as many dimes that I give, 2 or 3 handfuls. So 1 handful per dime. So for 1 dime, you get 1 handful. Put in your bag. Get a second handful. Put in your bag. Now the graveyard dust that you talk about, I think that's the. Hello. Hello. No. No, this is his cousin. Yeah. Alright. Anyways, that was somebody parole officer. Huh? um, Back to it. So you would ask them, can I get some dirt? And you get 1 handful, and get 2 handfuls, and I usually just get 2 handfuls. And if you talk about the graveyard dust, and I think that's the stuff that come off the tombstone, come off the crypt, come from inside of the crypt, come from off the top of the stuff. That stuff that comes from off the top of the tombstone. It comes from on top of the cover stone. You know how they have like them in a square, and it's like, yeah. Anyways, if you're talking about that, then I've used that only a couple of times. And I didn't really know what to do with it, but I did the same thing I did with graveyard dirt, but it was like a instant dry graveyard dirt kind of thing. It's like, I guess, one of them poof powders. um, that's pretty much what I used it for. Um, Now, when it comes to the graveyard dirt and Goofer's dust, I'm not going to discuss Goofer's dirt. If you want to do that, that'd be your thing. But YouTube ain't ready for Goofer's dust. They're not ready for a good recipe for Goofer's dust. But I do know that Goofer's dust kind of comes from the Congo. Um, in their mysticism and their idea and their blood, the Congo blood, of being really heated and whatnot. Um, what I don't do is like talk about Goofy Dust openly. Goofy Dust is killing dust. That's pretty much what it is. It's killing powder. Goofer's dust, killing dust. Goofer's powder, killing powder. Um, it, it's, it's it's used in a lot of black magic tricks and things like this. What I've read in this book, that it has a lot of bad connotations to it. I do know it has protective uses, or I guess it should be able to have protection uses. Um, but I know that it's not something I take lightly. Um, it's not something I take lightly, and it's not something like I use all the time, because it's not like something like um, it's not something like everybody should be out there using. It's not something that's common. Pretty much, it's something that's not. It's like one of our things that way down in the bag of tricks. Um, it's killing powder. It's killing dust. Should be considered devil worship powder. Um, I don't believe in killing folks, but then it's also used to destroy folks' spirit, um, banish them, reverse actions. So, but then there's all sorts of dust that you can get other than that. You know, you don't need no graveyard dirt to do that. You know, but then it comes down to the certain grave that you go to. So if you went to a murderer's grave, then you get some killing powder. But anyways, I know that Goofer's dust um, put a murderer's um, graveyard dirt in dirt into this thing, into this concoction of different things. Um, that's one of the major ingredients, graveyard dirt, from a murderer, an assassin, somebody like that. I don't take it lightly. I don't, and I don't play around with it. Um, but then I also would say, like, if you had some a prostitute's grave you could put in there to make this person love you or die, or you could put something like a pastor's grave in Goofer's dust, and it would be, he's an ordained priest, and I guess this would reverse all evil actions done against you. Uh, there's so many different things you come up with in hoodoo, um, but I guess it would all be used, and it's all usable as long as it's the dirt and it's paid for. Um, and even dirt that haven't been paid for still work. um, I don't know what else to say. But I hope that answered everybody else's questions. That's Goofer's Death. That's Graveyard Dirt. Showed you how to pay for it. Um, that's it. Blessed be.